Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the Puritan and we get to hear from Pye-board for a change of pace today in Act 3, Scene 5. So George Pye-board, if you remember, all of his schemes are sort of falling into place except he got arrested on his way to go get Captain Idle out of jail. But he managed, based purely on the kindness of a complete stranger, he managed to sneak through this guy's house and sneak out the back door while his arresting officers were admiring the guy's maps and that sort of thing. So he's on the lam a little bit more so than he was. Like, yes, he owes money to his landlady, but now he also has these arresting officers like looking for him. But the plot with Captain Idle, the way that it's supposed to go, Nicholas stole Godfrey's chain and hung it on the bushes so that Pye-board could go and get it. Pye-board's going to give it to Idle. Nicholas is going to tell Godfrey that he knows a guy who can find anything but happens to be in jail. Godfrey is going to go to the jail to get his chain from this guy who can find anything, and then he's going to secure a pardon for Idle. So then Idle is pardoned, no harm, no foul. Godfrey gets his chain back. Everybody's happy. So Pye-board is in possession of the chain, and he shows up in Act 3, Scene 5. He shows up at the jail, and he walks into Idle's cell, and Idle's like, "Who are you?" Because Pye-board is all like disguised, and he's got this cloak, and he's like, "It's me, and you wouldn't believe it. I got arrested on my way over here, and you should have seen the dogs that they sent after me," and blah, blah, blah. And so there's a little bit of back and forth introduction stuff there, but he finally gets to, okay, they're coming to get the chain. You're going to have to like put on a little conjuring show, and I can show you how to do it. Like, here's a conjurer's ring, and I'll talk you how to do it. And Captain Idle is fairly reticent about this. He's like, "I don't know how to do this. I don't, like, okay, fine, I guess, like, teach me, like, why, all right, fine, let's do the conjuring bit." And Pye-board says, "But if you look to be released, as my wits have took pains to work it, and all means wrought to farther it, besides to put crowns in your purse, to make you a man of better hopes, and whereas before you were a captain or a poor soldier, to make you now a commander of rich fools," which is truly the only best purchase peace can allow you. "Safer than highways, health, or corny groves, and yet a far better booty. For your greatest thieves are never hanged." Never hanged. For why? They're wise, and cheat within doors. And we geld fools of more money in one night than your false-tailed gelding will purchase in a 12 months running, which confirms the old Bedlam saying, "He's wisest that keeps himself warmest," that is, he that robs by a good fire. So what Pye-board is saying here is, you have to trick him. This is the only way that it's going to work. You have to learn this. You're going to have to play the part. And this is not only going to help get you out of jail, this is going to put money in your pocket. We'll be able to make some money off of this. And he's like, actually, this is the best way to scam somebody, to scam them inside rather than like holding up a stagecoach or pickpocketing, whatever. He's like, it takes those people a lot of time to make any sort of money. Whereas in one night, while we're inside and warm and comfortable, we can scam them out of loads and loads and loads of money and make way more. So he's like, this is the best, and we're never gonna get in trouble for it because, you know, then they feel sort of stupid that they were taken for that much, and it's hard to prove and yada yada. He's like, everything will be fine, we'll all be fine. So Idle agrees. He's like, all right, we'll do the conjuring, but they don't actually get to a conjuring like lesson before Nicholas and Edmund and Sir Godfrey come in to visit. And Nicholas is like, "That's the guy who can find anything. And hey, guy who can find anything, this is the guy who's missing something." So Godfrey and Idle start talking, and Godfrey is like, it's like he's vetting Idle to see how good of a conjurer he is. And Idle's like, he's almost ready to crack under the pressure. He's like, "I just want this guy to say that he's going to get me out of here, and then I'll do whatever needs to happen." So after a lot of back and forth, Godfrey finally says, "Okay, yes, I'll secure your escape from prison." And he calls the guard, and he's like, "This man is free, right?" And the guard's like, "Yep, it's all been taken care of. He's free to go." So then they're like, "All right, we'll do this conjuring in a safe place tomorrow, because we don't want to do it here in the prison, because the stuff that gets conjured, like, you never know who's around or what's going to happen to it." He's like, "I'll come and visit you tomorrow, and we'll do the full conjuring. We'll get back your chain." Godfrey goes on another rant about how precious this chain is. they're like, we'll get it back. We'll take care of all of it tomorrow. So like, all right, okay, good. So most of them start leaving, but on his way out, Edmund stops at Captain Idle. He's like, you can find anything, right? You can find and restore anything, right? And Idle's like, yes, I can. And he's like, Edmund is like, I'd like to marry the apothecary's daughter, but she's already lost her maidenhead. Can you find and replace that and reinstill it in her so that it's okay for me to marry her? And Idle's like, sure, yep, I'll take care of that. And Edmund leaves and Idle is free, and this part of the plan is going well. But I'm very curious, as you might be as well, to see how they are going to find and reinstate the apothecary's daughter's maidenhead. Anyway, we'll see if that's addressed, and we'll see how the conjuring of the chain all works out if you come on back tomorrow for more. I'll see you then. Mwah.